drumsticks, all right. But this right here, this lobster tail, all right. Let me know which one of y'all want the first one, okay? It's perfectly seasoned.
Fake ass Gordon Ramsay.
All right, so, calm down.
Or this.
Damn. All right, look, let the boy perform. Stars always flame out faster when they're doing it in front of everybody.
Right.
Sweating.
Hey, bro, you sure you don't want to give me that apron? I don't want to get dirty. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm gonna take your spot.
I mean, but still, I'm gonna do the same thing. So it's gonna be a woman that's gonna come over, and I'm gonna be like, "Ooh, look how good your
check
food
me
is."
out. Where my at? You gonna try some of these crab legs, okay?
He can't touch my chicken. That's his food. That's my food. The chicken. I put the chicken.
Well, he
on
done touched everything
well,
else.
I put the chicken on. He can't touch my chicken.
You mad about the chicken or the
No,
wife? I
no,
mean, he done went to your family.
Well,
you sitting here talking about the chicken.
We're not talking.
Don't be a hater, Daddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's disrespect.
Hater. Hey. You want some shrimp? I'm gonna put some shrimp on the plate for you.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Taste that. Let me know what you think.
Did you just put some shrimp in my wife's mouth?
No, that's okay. No, that's okay.
So yeah, you saw that. That's such inappropriate behavior of that woman who's married, by the way. Such inappropriate, just so wrong and more wrong. But but that was a clip from a movie called The One Next Door, which is popping on Tubi right now, and it's popular among all different outlets. So please make sure you check that out. The link is going to be in the description box. That is directed and produced by our next guest that's in the building. So I have to make sure that I wore my bra, and so I can make sure that I was presentable enough to present this dynamic couple, filmmakers, writers, director. My guests also authors as well. So I'm just looking forward to get into their careers, how they balance their family life, how they're able to work together as a couple. So I definitely want to get more into that. So without further ado, I'm going to present to you and introduce to others, Rockey and Janaya Black. Here we go. Here they are, the dynamic duo of Rockey and Janaya Black in the building. How's everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everything?
Great, wonderful.
Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure I start off with, like I said, this most popular movie out there, The One Next Door. Can y'all please tell me the premise of that movie? What did you pull from? How did that even come up? How did it come about?
So I got, and my director of photography has a best friend in North Carolina, and he's been wanting to do a movie because he's a client for my distribution company, and he's been wanting to do a movie with me. So I told him if he, if he came up with something that share with me, and then if I think it's right, maybe we could work together. So he sent me something that was like 5 sentences from one of his friends, and the 5 sentence blew my mind. I was like, wow. So, the Tanja, Miss Tanja, the shoe lady.
Shout out to her.
Call her our hit maker, but humbly. But she, I sent it to her. Of course, she told me off. You don't never let somebody just send you 5 sentences, but she still made it what it was. And she did her thing with it. And then, when I read it, I said, let's make this happen. So we went to North Carolina the first time shooting something out of state. We took most of the cast, a couple crew members. The guy, Renee had, a lot of the crew, and we found locations there. And then we made it happen, and I liked how it was, originally it was called Next Door Neighbor.
Love Thy Neighbor.
I'm sorry, Love Thy Neighbor, and Tubi had they picked up as original, but they had another movie or series, I think it was.
Yeah, this is a Tyler Perry series out there too called Love Thy Neighbor.
Yeah, so they were saying, think about a different name, and so we just came up. I think it was me, but between me and Tanja, came up with another name, and then, I always give her credit. It don't matter. We just work, So
Yes.
came up with that name, and Tubi loved it, and then, then we put it out, and just, the response we're getting is just incredible. And I knew it was a good script. We got a good feel on what that audience likes. But still, sometimes you just never know, man. And
right.
Yeah, and then of course the shrimp scene went viral, and
I was going to talk about that.
And then also it being a Tubi original, that's a whole different level of marketing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so and it just did we've had 2 10-picture deals with them. And the first 7 out of 10 films went on the Variety magazine top 10, which is the biggest out of top 10 movies originals from, I don't care if it's Steven Spielberg, anybody, Tyler Perry.
Yes.
And so we the most we've done with a film was 111 million minutes, and this one did 172 million.
How does that make you guys feel? Like, really, how does that really make you feel?
Well, I mean, it's good to get notoriety, because I understand the game.
Right.
And so, and for me and Janaya and Tanja, we just want to keep working and keep being blessed with financially being able to, we're not going to talk about millions or nothing, just make money to be able to do this stuff,
Yes.
And so that's our main thing, but it's just the way that God keeps blessing us. It's like, wow, and getting in, further, we'll probably get into we had day jobs for 20 years.
Yes.
Just different stuff. The route we went, we'll get into that. But as far as going back to the story, it's just, she comes from the thriller world, and her writing and stuff. And I love thrillers, and so I've been stuck on fate and thrillers. Even our new movie Unconnected, which has done really well too.
Yes.
On the rev share side, it's a faith-based thriller. You don't really hear those, And so, we like the premises of the story. And when Tanja wrote, I was like, oh, I think this could
it's gonna work.
I think it could work.
So let me ask you, Rockey. Let me ask you real quick. Now, what would you do? Honestly, what would you do if some nice up dude all up in the grill and feed your wife of some shrimp?
Yeah, what would you do?
If he's too big, I'm taking a pole or something, and I'm beating him across his head. I'm sorry. I'm a God-fearing man, but I don't play about my wife.
Don't let that fool you.
Yeah, and then I'm choking her.
Yeah, because I know, she was just like, oh. Just like.
But my wife wouldn't play that type of stuff anyway. But
yes,
I just pray to God that would never happen, because my wife is crazy with her writing. I'm a crazy man. I'm a very respectful man, but I don't play about mine.
And you shouldn't. But shout out to Robin, shout out to Cash, shout out to Kamal Smith. And I want to also say that the villain is not who you think he is, even though that the person that fed the shrimp, he's a bit creepy, I'm gonna say. But yeah, he's not the villain that you think he is. So please make sure, if you haven't watched it already. But I want to get some of your perspective, Janaya, before we go on. Give me the premise, give me some of that, what was the purpose of this?
Basically, you mean of the story itself?
The story itself. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it's just a really good look at how breakdown in communication in marriages can lead to disaster. I think that's a good way to sum it up without giving away too much. So basically, you know, it's a couple who've been married a long time, and you know, they get too comfortable, and attentions start to wander. People get complacent and forget that, you know, you still have to work at your marriage. And sometimes when you don't do those things, then, you know, other third party um, people or situations are able to come in and start breaking down the bond between husband and wife.
Oh, okay. Well said. And thank you so much for sharing your perspective on the premise of the movie. You know, so I do appreciate that. And so, before we get more into the background stuff, I just real quickly want to ask you guys both, how did this film resonate with you personally, if it did?
I think it was more just something entertaining.
It's entertaining, okay.
You know, like you said, the stuff that happened, we would never allow. You know,
right.
And too, what I want to say is, and I'm glad, like, I always piggyback. I'm not the best at explaining the stories, and so I love piggybacking off when I hear people.
You did well.
No, thank you. But how it helped is, like she said, just reminding yourself on keeping your everything tight. We don't get too complacent and comfortable with each other. We call it keeping each other on their toes, and that's really helped in our marriage, you know. And so we usually like to do films, if it's not a faith-based, we still like to do something that's a thriller drama. We like stuff that real life stuff that happens, because I feel like we've heard enough people tell us how it's helped out their situation. So see, I've turned down stuff that I'm like, oh, this is really good, but we've already done it, or it's not really moving like an agenda in a good way. So I try to stick with, or we try to stick with stuff that's gonna move a situation and maybe help in the long run, because none of us are perfect and things happen. How can you learn from that?
Okay, well said. And I thank you for, you know, being brave enough to be selective about the work that you do and what you choose to work on, you know, whatever project you choose to work on, because not many people are bold enough to do that, you know, because they feel like all money is good money, and it's not, or the direction that you're willing to take. And sometimes you got to understand that the integrity of it all as well. That has to come in somewhere. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thank you for that. So now I want to get both your background stories, and I love to hear the background stories where you're born and raised. Did you have a two-parent household, one-parent household? Did you come from humble beginnings where, you know, you have bunk beds, pallets on the floor, house full of cousins, you know, name one of the juices, you know, bologna sandwiches, you know, homemade hamburgers with the Wonder Bread, you know, that was the best. You know, yeah. Did you have no frills, or did you have well-to-do background where you didn't have to draw on the street to play hopscotch? You know, like you had the recreation centers, or, you know, like I want to get more into the background. You know, what music did y'all enjoy listening to? What inspired y'all during that phase in your lives, in your childhood? You know, what key takeaways did your parents give you, or people that you raised you gave you? Was there a sense of community around you? So I want to get into that.
I came up in more of a middle class household, but very strict Christian. Like in Westland, Michigan area, suburban, you know. But my parents were very what's what I'm looking for. We weren't like spoiled, you know what I mean? Like they were always they raised us to take responsibility. Like we had to work, we had to you know, just have a sense of, I guess my dad was real big on instilling reality in us. Like things are not going to be handed to you in life. So you need to learn how to work and earn things. You have to learn how to appreciate things. So even though, you know, it wasn't like a struggle thing growing up, we still understood that hard work is what pays the bills. It's not, you know, you're never going to be entitled. You cannot grow up with a sense of entitlement, because that's not real life. Music has always been a heavy influence in me. I've always been a creative person. I've loved writing, has always been my truest form of expression, because growing up, my parents did get divorced, although they both remarried. We were primarily raised in my dad's house with him and my bonus mom, I call her, because she raised me. So, you know, I feel like I have two mothers. And you know, so, and then, you know, on my mom's side, she always encouraged my creative side. Like she was always signing me up for oratorical contests and writing contests and pushing me to do things that were outside of my comfort zone. Cause I'm an introverted person. Like I don't want to talk out in public if I don't have to. My mom was always pushing me to do that, which I'm appreciative of now because it's really helped me, you know, in the lane that we're in now. But I started out wanting to be a singer. And so, you know, kind of pursuing the music avenue, like we were always into music. I was in a group and then we managed my brother. And, you know, within that, I would always write stories and stuff. And once I kind of start seeing how the music business was, I was like, I don't really want any parts of that. So we started shifting more towards the movie business when after he was in 8 Mile. So, and in the midst of that, I was writing a book. And so once he got kind of bitten by the acting bug, you know, I was sending him chapters of my book. He's like, we should turn this into a movie. So
okay, we'll get. I'm sorry, Jay. I want to just pause real quick because I'm gonna bookmark that, but I will get into that. But I want to kind of establish a timeline, so I want to make sure that I get more into, you know, more of your upbringing. I want to get more deep into that because what I wanted to ask you was because you said you was raised like by your dad. So would you mind sharing why that was? Because usually it's, you know, mom is the one that raised the daughter. So I just was curious as to why.
My mom felt like my dad was in a better situation to raise me and my dad in his first marriage. So she felt like my dad was better situated to raise us. So they had joint custody. My dad had us like out of the year, and then we would go there in the summertime. And so I'm very grateful for that because I think it gave me kind of a different perspective as a woman and a young lady growing up. And then my stepmom was there too, as far as like showing me how to be a young lady and how to respect myself and stuff. But my dad's always been very open and candid with me and my sister about how we should be treated as women. And he showed us that through example. So in growing up, you know,
I love that.
You know, you don't never let a guy talk to you like this. You don't ever let a guy do this. Men should do this. And, you know, this is how, you know, a young woman should be treated. You know, this, you don't accept this type of behavior. So that already, and then he taught us how to be independent, you know, like how to make our own money, how to balance our bills and being cool, work ethic and stuff like that. So I definitely think things worked out as a blessing for us, you know, so I wouldn't have traded it, you know, although, you know, nobody wants their parents to get divorced, but I wouldn't say I'm any of the worse for it.
Yeah, and I'm so glad to hear that because I mean, you have so many blended families that don't work very well. They're not cohesive at all. They're, you know, they just fail to just mesh well together. So I'm so glad that you was able to have that experience on both sides. So I think that's.
I don't say it was always harmonious because it wasn't, but
okay, understandable. You know, but it worked towards that. It got to that point.
Yes,
because you know, in some spaces it never gets there. Yeah, you know, and never, you know. So I'm just, but that is a blessing, though, Janaya, especially with, you know, having that father figure. See, that's why it's so important. Fathers are so important, and I just feel like we shifted from that, you know, the man's role, you know. And I know we joked about that, Rockey, backstage about being the man of the house, but that's so important, though. You know, it's not to say that, you know, it isn't, you know, in a possessive or controlling way, but that's the way it is. That's the way it should be, you know. But in a positive way. And it seemed like your dad had instilled positivity. And I know sometimes, now let me ask you this. I know that it benefited you, you know, in the long haul, the way that he was able to guide you, right? But do you think his approach was harsh at times? Because I know some people may feel that way.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, when I was going through it, I thought it was hard. But looking back, like I said, I appreciate, like I understand where it was coming from. Because I think that's why it's important to have a mom and a dad in the house, because the mother is the one that brings the empathy, the nurturing side, whereas the father is the one that is like the disciplinarian. They teach you how to prepare for the hardness of life. You know, they teach you how to, you know, have thick skin, you know, and things of that nature. So yeah, it was definitely harsh sometimes, but I had, you know, my bonus mom there to soften them out, you know, soften out the rough edges sometimes. Because if it was just him, we wouldn't have been able to do nothing. My dad was like a drill sergeant sometimes. So yeah.
Yeah. So let me ask you, like, I'm talking about from both households. Like, what are some of your memories? Did you have siblings? Did you have cousins around you? You know, did you play certain games? You know, board games. You know, what cartoons did you like? Like, I want to get like into that phase in your life as well.
Well, I had we're 5 of us. I'm the oldest of 5, and so I was like the second mom in the house all the time. We watched all the normal cartoons, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons, Last Dragon, all that stuff. And we did a lot together as far as like playing outside and riding bikes and stuff like that. So, we had a great childhood. We were very fortunate in that way.
And so you're the oldest. How many years between you and your other second eldest?
There's 3 between the second, 4 with the third, and then 8, and then 10.
Oh, okay. So it's not as a stair step. Okay, it's kind of a gap in between. Okay. Yeah. And so Rockey, can you give me your story?
Yeah, I grew up basically without a father, and it was a mom with 4 kids. And
Where were you born and raised? Where were you born and raised?
Ypsilanti, Willow Run, Michigan.
Oh, what's that? What's that?
So it's where the bomber planes was built.
Okay.
The GM plant, the Ford's plant, especially the GM plant. Back in the day, Willow Run was, for the war stuff. People came here, and then the factories opened. People came in from the south.
Gotcha.
To raise a family. Ypsilanti is the big city, but I was in Willow Run, part of Ypsilanti, and I had, like I said, I have 4 brothers and sisters. I have 4 brothers and sisters, but I have 4 brothers and sisters that are by my stepdad.
Okay.
So my stepdad was with us probably since I was like 4, but he was a father probably from the age of 18 up since and now. He wasn't a good father then. I never knew my real dad, so that's why I say I was raised by a woman. My mom, beat on, cheated on, all that. We saw all that. We lived in the hood, and we always joke around. We as the opposite because, as you see, by skin color, I'm a white man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. I'm like, is he? I'm like, I wasn't sure. I don't want to make any assumptions because you know what I was gonna do. I'm gonna make you laugh real quick. I was going to for the flyer because I'm very intentional when I put out my flyers and the music that I use. Yeah. I was going to play Ebony and Ivory for y'all, but I wasn't sure.
But I
don't know.
My stepfather's black.
Okay.
Yeah, my sister, one of my sisters is mixed. My other brother and sister is white, and then my 4 stepbrothers and sisters are mixed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but like I said, the last 30, 31, 32 years, he's been a great father. And so, but we grew up, in the hood. We grew up when Banging the Little Rock came out in Arkansas, and then we all used to go to the Boys and Girls Club, the South Side of Ipsy.
Yeah. Yes.
All was cool. Banging the Little Rock came out, and everybody wanted to be Bloods and Crips. So then they started shooting at each other, killing each other, going to jail, and now the ones that survived are now best friends again.
Wow.
And so and for me, just like she said, I wouldn't change nothing for the world of what I went through. I feel like it made me who I am today. And but yeah, like me and my brothers and sisters, we're very, very close.
You're very good.
Super close. We talk almost every day. We do stuff together. They literally work for me.
Nice.
Yeah, yep. And because I come from the basketball world, so with AAU and everything, so I ran big tournaments. I still have that, and they run it.
Nice. I love that. I love that for y'all.
Now they're, whatever, making good money and
yes.
But they know how I like stuff, and it's a respect thing, and so I bless, just try to be a blessing to them.
Absolutely.
Just like a blessing to me.
Absolutely.
I always tell people like, I need you as much as you need me. Mm-hmm. No matter how much. A lot of people like to put money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Or you got we need each other. Let's just keep it that way. Why can't we just keep it that way and work together?
Absolutely.
People to the rankings and all that stuff, and so so we grew up very tight family, and we did everything together. We Popeye, The Color Purple, Last Dragon.
Yes. Okay.
Favorite movies of all time.
I love it. I love it.
And we went when we didn't have air conditioners. Today I don't know how that happened because I used to have asthma bad back then.
Oh wow.
Air conditioners, my favorite, one of my best friends.
Oh yeah, but you ain't have any fans?
I mean, yeah, we had fans. Yeah, we had, but it's
the blue hot air. Yeah, yeah. It's not the same.
Now it's good to get outside of the air conditioner.
Yes,
natural air too. I learned at an older age, you know, and so, but yeah, so you know, and just man, and then when it's all said and done, they might do a movie on us because. You know, I can't do one on us because I don't know where to start and finish. I mean,
who would play you? Who would you want to play you?
Probably he'll probably be too old, but what's his name? Channing Tatum.
Oh, good choice.
Someone like him playing me, but he's just probably the older me if it ain't too much now. But like the youth part, I don't know. I don't think like Justin Bieber has flavor, but he ain't got enough flavor.
Oh,
like for me, I'm just being real. Like nothing against him, but you know, I need someone that's gonna
really like get into you know.
No one never really. You know, you have some people that don't know you try to say, "Oh, they're acting black or whatever." I am who I am. I never act.
Well, you are exactly you being your true authentic self. And I want to ask before I get to what you want. You have some time to think about it, Janaya, who wants to play you. But I want to ask you, Rockey. I was going to ask you, do you receive any pushback growing up, saying because how it is, like you're trying to act black, or you're a culture vulture, or like why are you talking like that? Like did you get that?
Wigger.
Did you got called that?
Not to my face.
What?
Yeah,
not to my face.
I was very known, and so and I have a lot of friends, so people didn't call me that to my face. I just, heard that people did, but I think but some of my homeboys, that are black call me white bread, cracker, jokingly, just so.
No, it ain't funny.
I didn't care, man. Like and them people, man, them still my boys to this day, man.
But they ain't funny. So because you wouldn't be there's certain words you wouldn't be able to call them, so it should go both ways.
I've never used the N-word.
You're right, exactly. But that's the thing. But they shouldn't do that to you. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna preach real quick. I'm sorry. Excuse me, y'all. All right, now I'm gonna preach real quick because I understand you're coming from Rockey. I understand that y'all have a friendship, and I don't know who they are, but I understand. I'm not trying to.
That was back in the day.
Okay, I'm not trying to be divisive, but I'm just saying that. But it's such a double standard, though. When it comes to that whole racial divide thing, because it's such a censorship, or you have to walk on eggshells as as a Caucasian when it comes to what you're able to say around us. But it was in reverse sense. See how they was able to freely call you cracker or or the other type of slurs, and it's not okay either way. Is that okay? Oh, look at that white boy, like, oh, hey, white boy, you can't say black boy, can you?
Right, exactly.
So those are the things that so I just wanted to kind of put that out there.
The respect that I have just for people in general,
right.
And so, but at the end of the day, man, like you kind of know the people who's real with you and the people who's fake.
Understandable, but just certain things you can tolerate, though. It's just a level of intolerance that I think you should always maintain. That's just me.
Yeah, and that was like from the age of 5, maybe 8 to, or maybe 10 to like 19 years old. After that, it was even the people who joked about it then, they wouldn't call me that now. They'd be like, "Oh man, remember Rock? I used to call you white bread," or we joke about it, laugh about it, but I never, because they did accept me where they're like, I don't care if you say that, well, I just don't do that. I don't. So that I'm very big on the racial card, and that goes both ways. Growing up and now today, I see on both sides how it's so What I use is now, what I've learned is, however we grow up, it's more of a culture thing.
Yes.
So if you was raised, and Janaya was raised in the sticks.
Yeah.
Hillbillies, rednecks, no matter what the color is. And so, so that's what I say when I talk, because I also notice that I could hear people talk that are Black, and they talk about things that go inside of their culture. But then if I say something about it, then it's like, whoa, like, no, hold on, no. I'm that culture too. You can't take the culture away from me.
Right.
I'm that culture. So I don't say anything racist, but like when I say, like, if a Black person say to me, you know, the way they stereotype us, this, and this, and they say, but it's true. So if I say that, then, well, no, I don't know, you know, no, you just told me that just a month ago.
Right.
So I'm talking about our culture. If you don't think I'm part of your culture, don't mess with me no more, because I am part of a culture.
Yeah, exactly. And I agree.
Yeah. And I just wish people, I know it's never gonna happen. I wish people would get away from the color and just the culture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We raised the Donald Trumps. We're gonna be like Donald Trump.
Oh gosh.
Your Uncle Donald. But we I'm joking. You know what I'm saying though? Like, you're gonna be. I know we don't like politics, so we don't like none of them now. So
right, no, got you.
But yeah, so I'm just saying, whatever culture you are is what you are.
Yeah, it's what you are. You can't help that. You can't help who you are. But Janaya, well, first I want to ask you, who will play you, like in the movie? Just piggyback on what Rockey said about if your family was to do something, do a movie about y'all, who will play you?
I have no idea.
You had all that time to think. You couldn't think of nobody.
Because I mean, the people that popped in my mind are like my age, so like you know what I mean. Like you would think that it would be somebody younger, and I just can't think of anybody.
I would probably say like a Kyla Pratt.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's awesome. Yeah, a legend.
When what's her name not too made up, and she's her natural self, a Megan Good, I could potentially, but I don't know.
Or I was thinking about Yaya DaCosta, maybe.
Oh.
I'm thinking of, you're not familiar?
Mm-mm.
She was a top model. She was like, I think she won second place to Eva on Top Model.
Okay.
Yeah, Yaya DaCosta, beautiful woman, beautiful. Yeah, but I wanted to just get your perspective before we go on. I want to get your perspective on what Rockey and I were discussing as far as the cultural, the racial divide, and I want to kind of get your real quick your perspective on that. What we just talked about.
I pretty much agree with everything that Rockey said. I get the opposite of that, or I used to, coming up, like, because I grew up in the suburbs. I went to school, with a lot of kids from Inkster and stuff like that. And, at my house, we weren't allowed to talk slang. We had to speak proper in the house. And so kids would always tell me I talked white.
Yeah.
And that would always bother me. So I'm just like, okay, so what are you saying that Black people are
English, proper English?
What are you trying to say? Like, that never made sense to me. And it just bothered me that people would say that.
Dang, I did say that too to her though earlier.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
you know what?
I never put it like that.
No, but I just never understood why people would say that, because
true,
it's like, okay, I speak proper English, so are you saying that Black people are dumb?
But not capable.
Why are you saying that?
Right. No, now today is different. Like, I'm older and thinking about it, like, that's true what she's saying. Like, so you're saying, no, I definitely wasn't saying that. It's I'm going to the culture thing.
Is that
like these people, but there's a lot of Black people that sounds very proper. You know what I'm saying? So it's a culture. I'm telling you,
it's a culture thing. It's a culture thing. Oh, Janaya, I'm sorry. Did you have more to say about it?
Oh, no.
No, I just want to make sure. Yeah, so I want to get into and with both of you individually, the elementary and junior high school of it all, because I always love to hear elementary, junior high school, because we don't talk about that. We don't have those, we don't bring it up because we don't understand how pivotal that is. We talk about high school and college, but elementary, junior high school was very pivotal in our lives when it comes to puberty, self-discovery, kind of figuring out our anatomy, our social development, humping in the staircase and having those memories, because we spend more time in school than we did at home. So we had to, adapt to certain things, So I want to know, what are some of them, what you can remember, like, how were your grades then? Did you have doing any clubs? Were y'all popular back then? Were y'all shy back then, more reserved? Like, give me the elementary, junior high school.
I was always the popular person. And to this day, I'm 51 years old. I still have a relationship with my 4th grade teacher, my 5th grade teacher, my sixth grade teacher passed away, but my 7th grade teacher, my another teacher from my 8th, they were very good. High school, a few of my high school teachers, we still go out and have lunch and stuff.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Yeah, so overall, I was not just popular with the students, my fellow classmates. I was popular with the teachers. They liked me. I liked them. And even a couple of teachers that I had that was we had a teacher that Mrs. Oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. But she was a 4-time Jeopardy champion.
Really?
And she thought she knew everything. She used to be so mad at me. She would sit on my desk and act like I'm not there. And one day I just blew up. From that point on, she loved me to death. Like, even after high school.
But why was she acting that way towards you? Did she tell you? Did she explain that to you?
Social bug, and also if I've always been, to this day, if you tell me something and you wrong, I'm gonna let you know it.
Oh, okay. Got it.
You can't correct.
Because they don't like correct. Oh, they didn't like correction, especially back then. You cannot correct an adult.
To the day she passed away, she would love me, like,
Oh, okay.
And so we became really, good, I guess.
We had a bond, a strong bond.
Yeah. So, but I mean, junior high was elementary. Like, we were in the hood. We was really like tight. We played house together. We did football. We made football fields, baseball fields. We played
yes,
basketball.
That's what I want to hear. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to go to different hoods and play against each other, tackle football. And,
yes.
And just through the at night, you have to duck your gunshots and stuff. Or you're outside, you run because people shoot. Yeah. I've seen people. A woman shoot a guy in his ankle, and the guy go get a gun and blow her stomach out and kill her. I done seen, just different stuff like that. So, it's like I saw so much stuff, and I just feel like it helped me to get to where I'm at now. So.
How so, Rockey? Real quick, I want to touch on that, because you gave us a lot here, so I appreciate that. You gave us some stuff, so I want to know, and we talk about. I just talked about self-discovery just right there. So, with all of that, between what you talked about during your childhood up until now, elementary, junior high school, and I love the fact that you still are in contact with your teachers. That's such a blessing as well. So, with all of that, can you tell me, if you can remember, what was your self-discovery at that time? What would you discover about yourself with all that you shared?
I'm a social bug.
Yeah.
I just like people. I love people. I always wanted people to, I'm more of like a peacemaker, like a counselor. Like I communication and assuming is two of the biggest things that we lack as people. And
absolutely.
I just had a situation this morning with one of my clients who's become a really good friend of mine off of assuming, and I even myself had to apologize to him because he reminded me of what we talked about and I forgot about it. But thank God I remember through him telling me, and I told him my apologies. You're right. and he appreciated that so much. But I'm the same way. I appreciate it because it's so many relationships end off of assuming and just miscommunication.
Yes.
And no one wants to communicate. They just want to assume and then move on with their life. And sometimes people are just doggish, and sometimes people aren't. They just made a mistake or something.
Yeah, because and thinking about that, Rocky. I mean, and you too, Janaya, because I just think about that, like how we as a people could be more unified if we just didn't assume so much and we could just talk to each other and have a better understanding. I mean, I think it's like
I've done it myself.
Yeah, a lot of relationships are so divided because of assumptions or hearsay or just no direct communication. Don't you agree, Janaya?
I'm sorry.
Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm a very direct person, and I think that sometimes that intimidates people.
Yes,
because I'm not a beat around the bush type of person. I'm like, let's get to the crux of the matter and fix it. So, and I think some people take that as me being mean.
Yeah,
no,
like,
that's
tell me that
because I'm always
right.
Me too. I get it all the time. People think I'm rude on a regular basis. I think I'm rude all the time, so I get it. I'm from New York, so
I was just about to say you from New York. I knew it. I knew it. I can tell in your talk and everything.
Yeah, my tone. I tell you. Did you think I was aggressive when I started talking? I know.
New York, like.
Yeah. So because even when I'm talking to you now, somebody else might assume that I'm being aggressive, just the way I'm speaking right now.
Yeah. No, sometimes, and it's funny because they say sometimes Detroit, New York people, it's tough to have talks with them.
Yeah.
The way New York is aggressive and the way Detroit is, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot are so real.
Yeah.
And it just, because I had that, that issue with a client, so I had to have my partner to talk to him because I could talk to anybody, but this person was just assuming everything and being aggressive. I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna let you talk to my partner because this ain't going nowhere.
It's not going anywhere.
Before I cut it off, I'm gonna let you talk to and then he's still a client to this day because my partner was able to get through to him.
Communication, yes. Because sometimes you can't get through to everyone, I mean, and that's okay too. That's all right too.
And it's okay if you can't. Like people saying, come together. We need to come together and make this $5 million budget movie. We done tried stuff like that. It just don't work. So whoever you can collaborate with, that's who you collaborate with.
Right.
No, listen. We done been down that. We've been in the business 25 years.
Yes.
Been down that road. Whoever you're gonna be able to collaborate, that's who you can collaborate with. You can't. And then so that same person, when they say that, now they collaborate with some other people about to do a film. So I want to go to them and say, you didn't get me. You didn't get such and such. You didn't get such and such. I thought you needed everybody. So what I told you in advance, you should meet me now because you found some people that you can work with. And that's
there you have it. Yes. So Janaya, can you give me some of your elementary, junior high school background based on the reference I gave you?
Yeah, elementary school was kind of different for me because just trying to figure out where I fit in because like I said, like
you said with the talking whites thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I went to elementary school in a predominantly white school. I was like the only black kid.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I transitioned into middle school. It was more black kids, and that's when they started. I started getting, oh, you talk white and things kind of like. So in elementary school, it was like being the only black.
Think you better than me?
Mm-hmm. No, not that. It was just more. Okay. I was different from them, and they didn't understand it. Like, why do you dress like that? And like coming from elementary school, is like those kids are like fascinated. Why does your hair look like that? Why is your hair different? Can I touch your hair and that kind of stuff? And then it's just going through those types of things. But I've always been the kind of person where I guess I can be a chameleon when I want to. Like I can fit in anywhere. I can talk to anybody and engage with people. But I'm so okay in my own company. Like I don't have to be around people. And so, I guess the best way to describe myself, like I've always been cool with whoever, like the popular people like me. I was always cool with the unpopular kids. I'm always gonna stand up for the underdog. Like I didn't play people picking on people around me. But I guess the best way to explain myself even now is I'm a square. I think that's the best way to describe myself because like I don't fit in anywhere, but I can if I want to.
I got you.
Yeah.
Get in where you fit in. I get where you're coming from, Janaya.
Well with me.
Uh-huh.
She fits it well with me.
Look, it depends on what day it is.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
He said, "What kind of day it is?" I like that. I caught that. Yeah. So Janaya, give me some
last nerve, like
yeah. But share me some girly things, Janaya. As far as elementary, junior high school, share me some girly things. Did you join any clubs? Like, did you have certain hairstyles back in the day? Did you have bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair? Like,
no, I was not a girly girl. My mom used to get so mad at me because she always wanted to put me in dresses and these little girly things. No, I was a tomboy. Yeah, I still be on the monkey bars flipping and stuff. She'd be like, if I drive past that school and see your underwear one more time, I'm coming up and I play around. I'm whooping your butt. I'm like, well, stop putting me in dresses. I want to play, you know. But I played basketball. I ran track.
No,
I was like athletic. I wasn't interested in cheerleading and being all primpy and doing hair and makeup and stuff like that. It's like that just was never. Now my sister, she's a girly girl.
Oh, she prissy. Yeah.
My sister very prissy, but I was always like a tomboy. My grandmother would be on me all the time. Put some lipstick on. Go in there and put on it. No, I don't want to do that. But I was feminine, but I just wasn't interested in the girly.
Right, you have to blossom into that. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah,
Can you change your tire?
No. I can't change a tire. No. I'm just talking about like as far as like being I would rather be out playing football or basketball or something rather than just sitting doing nails or
I totally understand that. Like I said, sometimes we have to blossom into our girly phase. So you was like one of those. Did you wear Timbs and jeans?
I did, but I would get cute. You know what I'm saying?
Right, on occasion.
It wasn't my preference to be in heels and stuff like that. Because like even now, like you won't catch me in no heels. Like I'll be in a dress, but I'll have on some gym shoes underneath. Like, I'm gonna be comfortable. Bump that being in pain type stuff. No, we're not doing.
But you're still beautiful, Janaya. I mean, I've seen your pictures. You're still beautiful. You know how to show out when you need to. I mean, I get it. I mean,
but my form is some leggings.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, so no, but I thank y'all so much for sharing y'all background. I'm enjoying this. I mean, y'all my friends already. I know I ain't meet y'all. I don't know if I'm holding the wall, but I think I'm still your friend. I think you need to adopt me into your friend group. I think I need to get in there. You got to add me. Yeah, I really would appreciate that. Yes.
You in there.
Yeah, so I'm loving this. Yeah, so now what high schools did I go to?
I went to John Glenn High School.
John Lennon?
John Glenn, like the astronaut.
John Glenn. Oh, okay. I'm about to say John Lennon has a high school name after him. Okay. All right. And Rockey?
Willow Run High School.
Okay. Now, another level of self-discovery. This is where a lot of us in high school, self-discovery, where we might start to date, we start feeling ourselves, we start to get more into our own independence, start to feel ourselves. We start to, I don't know. Did y'all hop in the staircase, by the way? We didn't cover that in junior high school. Did y'all hop in the staircase?
Yeah. Oh, hop in the staircase. No. I wasn't hopping over the staircase.
He was like, what?
I was humping in kindergarten in the playhouse. Yeah. So.
Not in kindergarten. Oh, yes. Well, I asked, but I was curious. Yes, I was at. So yeah, but and this is like in high school. This is where I usually start to, kind of develop what your niche is. If you knew at the time, because creatives normally know. Creatives is in that. I always say that like a creative. When you're creative, that's not something that you acquire. That's something that's innate. That's in you. When you creative, you just don't find out about it till later on. But that's in you. Okay, so I'm wondering that. Like, I don't know if that's something you discovered in high school. So give me some high school experiences.
I definitely came into the writing phase in middle school. Like I would always get recognized by my teachers for writing really good stories. Like that was what I love to do. So like my English classes and my writing class, I always excelled in that. And my teachers were always like, where are you getting these stories from? Because I've always loved to read like Stephen King, Dean Koontz, and
I was
stuff.
about to ask you what type of stories you used to write.
So I would write that kind of stuff, and they would be looking at me sideways, like, "Where is this coming from? Are you being abused at home?" Because like I would write really dark,
dark
type stories. And it's like, no, this is just the kind of stuff that I read. So these are just stories that pop in my mind, my creative moments. But yeah, I discovered that definitely. I would say in middle school that I love to write.
And then you said you entered the different competitions, right? You said you entered.
My mom would put me.
Your mom, yes.
When I would go to Pennsylvania for the summer, I would show her. She's like, "Oh, okay, this Sunday you're supposed to speak at this. Oh, you need to sit down and write this." I'd be like, "What? Like, I just got like, why are you?"
Your momager.
Yeah, really. But I appreciate it now. But yeah, she always had me doing something.
Yeah. So and y'all did y'all meet in high school?
No, we met right after I graduated. I was working at a men's clothing store called JW. I don't know if y'all had that there in New York. JW. Jeans West. Did y'all have like merry-go-round and all that?
No.
Well, yeah, I was working at a mall here in Michigan, and he was there with one of his friends, and they came in the store, and we had a mutual friend that had been trying to hook us up since I was in like a junior in high school. And I actually went to one of his football games. I just never got to meet him. So he came into my job one day. This is after I graduated. He was trying to talk to me, but I was with someone else at the time. He hit me with the "what? You can't have friends," because he asked me for his number.
That. He got you there, huh? He got you. Look. Don't be gritty. Don't look at him. You did it with that, Rocky. You hit that line. You really did that happen?
No, it worked.
Yeah.
You have male friends, right? You can't have male friends.
Okay.
6 months later, we was married.
I could easily been like, "Oh, my bad," and walked away. Like,
of course not.
But
because you was thumping at 5, so of course you couldn't do that. Of course not. Yeah. So, but just looking back at this moment. Yeah. So looking back at this, you look like I was 12 back then. That's what I say. Yeah. So both. I need both of you to do me a favor. I want to challenge y'all real quick. I need y'all to pour into these two right here, these two young people right here, and just going from where you are right now, and kind of point to them and trying to just encourage them in the way as to kind of prepare them to what to experience from where you are right now. Can you do that?
I would tell myself at that age, I think I might have been like 22. I would say just learn how to relax and enjoy the moment more. Because I've always been super grown, like, and mature and just very serious. I would tell her to just relax more.
I was very immature, but mature. It was weird. Like I was mature enough, but I was immature. Like even like today, sometimes I think like I'm really 51 years old now. I feel like it sometimes.
Right.
Mental. I still feel like I could be in a room with 20-year-olds and kick it. Like, my mental sometimes I feel like that. But yeah. And then I mean, I don't know, man.
What would you tell him, Rocky? I mean, just be real with it.
It's been such a beautiful life overall that I would tell him to stop worrying so much. He worries too much, but other than that, I mean, our life together for me has been like incredible. All the people I see go through that they've been through, we haven't went through like probably, I don't know, 80% of what.
Wow. And that's wonderful. I'm glad because y'all started young. Y'all started young because you say y'all was in our 20s. Y'all started young. So 28. I know in the beginning it was kind of rough, wasn't it? I mean, just realistically speaking, so to speak, it was kind of rough because y'all was learning each other, and we going back to culture, right? We're going back to culture and learning each other in that way and trying to, kind of navigate that. Like, can you give us more of that ebony and ivory type of?
Yeah, she was going through stuff with her parents.
Okay.
So I was that person there to probably. I'm speaking, we ain't even really talked about this now, but I feel like I was that person that her, that helped and was positive. You know what I'm saying? And like
Anchor.
for her, I was with somebody before her that I love dearly, and but she was abusive.
Oh wow.
So when I had to put my hands on her, I was like, that's enough.
Right. Yes.
On and stuff. So, and God, one night I just broke down and was praying to God, and because I never was like, my mom had us go to Sunday school when we were younger, but I always knew it was a God. I always prayed to him, but I never was in the church like that. And she guided me towards that, and so it was like we helped each other. And so yes, it's different.
I would say our struggle wasn't just life, because like for me, I was very sheltered by my parents, and then when I got pregnant, my dad was the type, you gonna live by my rules, or you can't be, as long as you're like, okay, well, it's time for me to go, because I was in college anyway. So it was like, I moved in with him, and it was just our struggle. I think for me was just figuring out how to navigate life as an adult without the parental safety net there.
Gotcha.
And so it wasn't the hardship, say, with our relationship, so to speak, for me, because we just always have been pretty much in sync. Like when we would argue, it'd be about dumb stuff, like you didn't put the toilet paper the right way, or what, that kind of stuff. But okay, yeah, I'm a little OCD with the clean. Okay. But, yeah, it would be that kind of stuff. Just like, worrying, we're having our first child, how are we gonna, work our work schedules? How are we gonna afford daycare? That was the struggle.
She had planned on this being by herself because she thought that I was gonna be like, oh no, I don't want you.
Really?
Knowing that.
Well, yeah, because I got pregnant pretty soon. Like we met in August, and
she got pregnant 2 days later.
It wasn't 2 days later, but I got pregnant pretty quick. So we
right.
But like we were already,
it was so much uncertainty. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah, but we had already been talking about getting married and stuff. But you just don't know when a baby comes into the mix. You don't know which way it's gonna go. So I was also very practical. Like, okay, when I tell him if it doesn't go the way that I want it to go, I have to be prepared to do this by myself.
Right.
That's just always the mindset I've had. I always got a plan A and a plan B with everything. So, but he stepped up, and he he took on, not just because I was pregnant, but we were genuinely in love, but again, I did not know if that was going to keep after I told him I was pregnant, you know what I mean? So, but it did. I mean, because I was at work, and his car was in the shop at the time. He actually got on his bike, rode over to my house, and sat down and talked to my dad while I was at work. And he called me, told me that. I was like, he didn't kill you? I was like, you're still living? He's like, nah, we had a great conversation. I was like, wow.
I love this. Do you think are y'all soul ties?
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
We're in each other's DNA. She said we soul ties. Like, we're definitely soulmates. I mean, we've been together 31 years, And
so. Rockey, what's your love language? If you have one.
Gifts.
Yeah.
You get
on trips, buying stuff. Like I think it's because I was so poor growing up, and we had and so but no, I always had even though we were not financially stable, my family would do anything for me and her or whatever. So I knew they had my back. We could go stay with them or whatever, which I know she wouldn't have been down for it, but that's just the type of people they are.
Yeah. Janaya, what's yours?
My love language is service. Like, I would do stuff for him, take care of him and stuff like
nice.
That.
What'd you do? No, I'm joking.
You just try. You just itching. You just itching. You itching to get in trouble here. Yeah. So now let me ask you, because I want to get into the gritty. Because I love to, when I speak to couples, I love to get into their perspective on marriage. And okay, for one, I want to know from the both of you, Do you believe monogamy is natural?
Yeah. Well, you
I'm
said
not that
it's a
smart.
natural.
What does that mean?
Did you believe it's monogamy? Do you believe monogamy is natural?
Do you believe that being one person is natural? I'm gonna say I believe that it's natural for people to want to go. No, I don't believe that it's natural for people because we're sinful people. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in monogamy. I think it's definitely work in a relationship to stay monogamous.
To stay with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm not that smart, so I have to be.
That's all right.
I went to Willow Run. But
so like when she's saying it's natural, do you think it's natural for a man to just want to be with one person?
It should be. I mean, that's what the Bible say. If it didn't say that in the Bible, then nah.
So yeah, we're saying the same. I think.
You know what? Time out, Rocky. Go. You know, you got 15 seconds. Go ahead, Janaya.
There's rules and regulations. Like men's minds are just.
No, but we're saying the same thing. Like I don't think it's natural because of our sinful nature.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that it definitely
something to acquire.
Yeah, well, it takes work to be monogamous.
It takes work. Yeah, it does.
Doing that.
Yeah, so it can be. Yes, I definitely think I think it should be, but you know, everybody's different. So.
And let me ask you what your perspective on this, and your honest perspective, because you know, marriage nowadays is something that people view as overrated. They feel like if they could, you know, some people, not all, if they could do it all over again, they will probably still, you know, be in lasting relationships without the legal hold, you know, and they'll be able to be comfortable, still live happily ever after, like Oprah Stepman, and not worry about that that legal tie. But so I want to know your perspective on that. Also, do you believe that when people say that not only is marriage overrated, do they think that marriage is only if you decide to get married that it should be for financial benefit?
I think that marriage is beautiful, and it makes me sad that people feel that way. And I think it's basically because in the society we live in now, people want instant gratification. Nobody wants to work. So, like, while it is definitely work, I think it's one of the most beautiful things that I've ever done in my life, because I couldn't imagine being with anybody else. Like, I would hate to be trying to date right now. Like, I wouldn't even want to. Like, if something happened to him, I would just be single for the rest of my life. Like, I just don't want to.
She better be.
But I don't understand why people feel that way. I just think it's a selfishness in our society. Everybody wants instant gratification. Nobody wants to commit to anything. Nobody wants to work on anything, because it's like you have two imperfect people in a situation. There's always going to be, you know,
something
that comes up, but you have to be willing to put in the work to make it work.
Rocky?
And you know, you have to be one of those people that wants that, because I know people, I have some friends that try to tell me, I want to be married. I'm like, watching the way they live. You don't want to be married. You're messing with Tom, Dick, and Harry, everybody. Like, you're messing with everything. Like, you're not, stop that. Like, this, you really like this life. Stop that. You know, like, so I think that, like she was saying, you know, I love the fact that I relate. I love the fact that God blessed me with a good marriage starting out early, because I use all my business like a marriage. And it's been able to work. Because in marriage, if you can't work together, then, you know, and figure things out, then, you know, a lot of times you end up parting ways.
Right.
Business, friendships, you know, all that. So I love the fact, like the way everything happened for me, because that's how I started doing. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like, when I tell you, we can't work together, but we're good as friends.
Right.
We can't be business, but just like someone, you know, y'all can't be together. No, we can't deal with each other then. Like, so I think that, you know, it's definitely, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
You're talking about marriage.
Yeah, but go ahead, go on.
It'll come back. It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So, I want to also ask you, and this is so important. Like, I want to know, like, because I know, like you said, you kind of segue into what I was going to ask you about as a couple and being married and working together, doing business together, filming together, having children together. How do you manage that? How you navigate through that? You know, I want to get perspective on that.
Just take each day at a time. I mean, it's like, you know, you have to get it done. So you just 24-hour compartments. You know, I always say, like, because when we had our kids, we would have our kids on set with us. You know, we would, you know, people set would be helping us, you know, keep them quiet or whatever, or that we would get them stuff to do, like, oh, here, do the clapper, or, you know, hold that boom. You like asking a mother how she raised 9 kids. You don't think about it, you just do it.
Just right. That's true. It's just, you know, it's no handbook, you know, but I really want to know, as far as, you know, because like I said, y'all like a, you know, a dynamic team. Y'all are like, you know, the teamwork make the dream work. So I want to know, like, how do you manage conflict with, because I know there's got to be times where y'all agree to disagree on certain things, or you know, your creative flow may not match his and vice versa. So how do you work through that?
Sometimes, you know, it gets a little heated, but you know, we have learned how to meet each other in the middle, because he's the business arm. I'm the I'm like 1,000% creative. He's business. He's like, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And I'm more so, but it's been a learning curve for both of us, because in the beginning he'd be like, well, this is too long, we need to cut something. I'm like, no, we're not cutting anything. This is like my soul right here. If you're like asking me to cut your arm off, I can't cut that. It's important. And once we started putting our money into it, we understand that a movie can't be 3 hours long, you know. You know, so it's just,
and I think that through the process, overall, she's understood, like, I don't say this to brag, it's humbly through research, studies, and everything, and the stuff we've been through, like with movie making. You can put a script in front of me and I can say, that's going to at least make our money back in some type of money. Not going to. And she's got to see that. Now there has been a couple projects that I'm like, man, I don't know. Anything faith-based, I don't question, because it's just, when God put that in our spirit to do it, just do it, and he's never proven us wrong. You know, when we do like, you know, I say regular movies, and I think that I feel like I've shown her enough that she's still shown that they at least make the budget back, and then they continue to make some type of money. And like I tell people, when you do as many films as we do, it creates residual money. Just like you real estate, you buy a bunch of property and stuff, it creates residual. Same thing with the film business. So it's just, God has blessed us to be in a situation where we could take an opportunity. Some people say chances, an opportunity with a movie that is really good, but the audience that likes a certain type of movie that we're making money off of, they don't normally gravitate to those type of films. So I may go ahead and say, you know what, let's do it, because they normally at least make the budget back and continue to make some type of money. And I feel like the world needs to see that. I do feel like eventually we will get to a point where they will like almost anything we do, long as it's good. It's just the audience is gravitating towards a certain type of movie right now, you know. And
Gotcha.
I have to keep it in mind, because see, she worked 22 years in the mortgage business. I worked 25 years for a U.S. food service.
Okay.
And so we were doing this while working a regular job, raising a family, you know, doing a movie once every 4 or 5 years. Now, mind you, this was something we never, when we got together, never talked about doing. Movies or nothing. We now have done about 50 films.
Wow.
You
really?
know,
How many?
films. We own a movie studio, 40 location movie studio. We own a distribution company. We're producers, directors. I never thought I was going to be a director, you know. And so all of this stuff happened all off of me going to an open call audition for the movie 8 Mile.
Tell us about that. Yeah.
We went to church. I kept saying on the radio, got home, I don't think I'm going to go. So I think I almost felt like I recall, you tell me if I'm wrong. He was like, just go and see, whatever. And so we went and ended up going. I was 4 of the last people. They shut the door, wasn't going to take us. We walked away upset. The lady opened up the door and said, hey guys, come on, I'm going to get you in. And then a month later, they called me to be an extra.
Wow.
And after a couple of days being there, they gave me a role, and I was more fascinated on the behind the scenes stuff.
Right.
And so I'm like, we can't move to LA. We got a family. We're established a little bit. So we just started creating stuff, doing a film once every 4 or 5 years to now in the last 3.5 years. Let me see. In 23, we did 9 movies. 24, we did 10. And 25, I did 15. And then in 26 already, we've done like 6, I think. 5 or 6.
Nice.
So the last.
Yeah, y'all on the roll this past few years. Y'all been on the roll.
And so.
But tell us about the Blacksmith Enterprises that I'm looking at right now.
That's our production company. It pretty much houses all of our film projects and play. We've done plays in the past and all the books and all of our creative endeavors. So everything is under that umbrella.
And so how did this come about? How was this established, and why did you decide to establish this company?
Well, when I first started out as an author writing my books, I wanted to be a self-published author because I didn't want to go through a publishing company and deal with people telling me how to, to change my books. And I wanted to tell the stories the way I wanted to tell them. So I knew that being self-published would be the best way to do that. So I had to start a company, and Blacksmith Enterprises was the company. It's a mixture of my maiden name and my married name. And as the years went on, and then when we got into film, we just kept it growing under the Blacksmith label.
Yes. And so now let me ask you this. I want to just real quickly, I want to get into, as I know it's hard to kind of, narrow certain things down, but I want to kind of get into some cliff notes on did you decide to establish, like, what goes into establishing yourself as a self-published author, and what goes into building the company that you built, and also being able to create jobs and create opportunities for people as well.
Well, being a self-published author is just basically setting up a business name or LLC or whatnot, and getting your ISBNs that go on the back of the book. So. And the website was just really a vehicle to sell books and to get the information out there, because I started writing the books in like 2004. So that's just around the time the internet was really starting to ramp up with marketing and things of that nature. So that was just the wave at the time. But as we started with the movies, internet commerce was really growing. So we was like, okay, well, we already have this brand, so let's just incorporate what we're doing into that. And at first, when we started doing movies, we weren't able to pay people. It was just kind of like everybody come together, we'll eat good, we'll make sure.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a barter and trade system. If somebody had some lights, somebody had a script, I got a camera, let's get together and make this movie. And the actors were trying to build their resume, so everybody was kind of working for free. And then we got to a point where we were able to pay, like, hey, we'll do this project. We can pay you X amount of dollars just to do it. We'll shoot it on weekends over the next 6 weeks or whatever the case may have been. And we did it like that. And then we got to a point where we were able to just really pay everybody something. And as we continued to grow, we were able to increase people's, their salaries as we went, and we were able to grow the team, because it's like now we're shooting film 7 days straight as opposed to just shooting on weekends. Now we're doing that once or twice a month. and we're able to keep people working, you know, thanks to the support that we've been getting with the online streaming, and
Yes,
and growing
yes.
that way.
Rocky, can you share your perspective on it? Don't fall asleep on me, Rocky. Now, right?
Right now, I know. So I'm like, dang, like that's the conversation. On the again,
Oh, she's asking about how we established
Blacksmith.
Blacksmith.
Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what she said, and you know, we just around 2019, I had this vision of, you know, I said Ford's did it with the assembly line, Motown did it, you know, and I'm like, well, we could do it too with the movie stuff. We could start filming like once a month. Everybody's working, everybody's getting paid a decent wage, but at the same time, we had to make the movies had to make money in order for us to keep doing it. Thank God they have been, and so, and even through, you know, this last year, how, you know, money has changed a little bit on the, you know, Tubi's still the best paying platform, but as big as they've gotten, just like, you know, a lot of platforms, things change with the way they pay, you know. So you know, you have to work through it, and that's why I be trying to teach people: don't just make some money and then go blow it all, you know.
Well, please don't.
Yeah, and so, you know, keep the budgets at a standstill and just keep making them. A lot of people don't know how to do that, which is fine. I get it. And but the ones that do, they just are able to survive more, you know.
Right.
And then the other thing is, when you make them, they gotta make some type of money, you know. So you gotta do films that the people like. And a lot of people, creators, they don't like that. They want to do what they want to do.
They want, right.
And it's tough, man. You can't always do what you want to do. You can.
You gotta connect your audience.
Complain about it, you know. And so we've just been able to manage that. And Lord willing, we wake up every day, especially me, like, how do we keep this thing going? You know, and so and then Tubi has grown like to us, where they've given us 2 10-picture deals 2 years in a row. They're already talking about another, you know, deal with us because how well we're doing.
Nice.
And so, you know, that really helps out too. You know?
Absolutely. So let me before we shift into something else, I just want to ask you guys, you know, because you know we're still like kind of, you know, focusing on how, you know, the work-life balance and, you know, focus on your career journey. So I appreciate you sharing that part. But I want to know, like, what do you guys do for fun? How do you, you know, what is your approach to self-care? And, you know, do your children, are your children are in the field as well? Are they doing their own thing? Like, I want to get more into that type of work-life balance to where y'all make time for you.
Yeah. So my wife's a homebody. And
yeah, your wife and I got so much in common.
So I can't sit at home. So I thank God that she don't whine about me sitting at home just watching her sit or play with a game or whatever. I'm glad that she don't get upset because I'm out and about, because I'm out making moves or something, you know.
Right.
But I do try my best to spend time with her, and trips.
Yeah, we travel.
Been, you know, we travel a lot, and she's opened up more to travel, and so that's always been a thing for me because I wasn't able to do it when I was young, and so that's
and our kids work.
And our kids work for us.
Nice.
So my daughter's our director of operations for my distribution company, and then she does some stuff for the film part. Then our son works for the film part.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I want to just do a little quick little game, and I'm gonna do another game later on. But I want to do a quick little game since we're, like I said, I'm still on the whole couples thing, right? And so I'm sure you're familiar with this challenge where, you know, I'll ask who is such and such, and then you point to whoever it applies to.
Okay.
All right, real quick. Who said I loved you first? Who cooks the best? Who's the early riser? Who's
No, my bag. I do get up. Yeah, I don't know why. Yeah,
I guess it was force of habit. I give you some grace on that one. Okay. Who's the disciplinarian? Oh, okay. Who's more responsible with money? Who's the best director?
The best director.
Got you.
Wait, we were in the middle of answering the last question. That
Yeah, you had asked was
no, because I was trying to get y'all
better with money.
Yeah, you said
she'll take all the money to the grave.
Oh, you take it with you?
This woman may spend $500 a month, maybe.
But I don't want much. Like right. It's not that I'm miserly or anything. It's just that I'm just content.
But I would say overall, yes, I would say her with the money. But directing wise,
yeah, I was trying to catch y'all with that one. I wanted to see what y'all was going. Yeah. Well, yeah, but thank you for playing that real quick. I wanted to play that with y'all real quick. I couldn't resist. But thank you for that. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah. Now I want to get into did you guys go to college, by the way?
A year.
So where did you go?
I went to Eastern Michigan University for a year.
Okay. And Rockey, did you?
I went to school, Craft College.
And so what did y'all study?
I was going for business law.
Business law. Oh, why?
I love to argue, like debate. And I did not want to get into criminal law because I felt like I would have to, I'd be asked to compromise moral things in that field. So I felt that business law would be the safest way for me to get into law and not have to, do that kind of stuff.
How about you, Rockey?
I just did general, and I only went not even a whole year.
Oh, okay. No, because college is not for everyone. So, I'm just out of curiosity, when you decided that you no longer wanted to stay in.
She got pregnant.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was about to ask. Okay, thank you. Okay.
So I would be in class like, why am I here? Like I hate
right. Okay, I was getting to that too. Yeah, I was wondering like, what was the driving force? Because I know
I played basketball in college, so that was my.
And I was there. I was in college because basically that was the expectation. I wanted to. And my family was like, no, you got to do something that's gonna pay the bill. So, it's always go to college and then chase your dreams after you get that degree. So
right. Yeah, get that cushion. The degree is supposed to be the cushion, right? Yeah. So, now I also wanted to know, I know you said that you're in the mortgage business and you said the food industry, right? And so, I've been doing that. So, have y'all done any other jobs to pay the bills? Like, because I know I started young. So, did y'all have any other jobs? Or y'all just had those particular?
Well, I ran tournaments, basketball tournaments for the youth.
Oh, okay.
So that was a nice driving force. Yeah.
Yeah, I got into the mortgage game early and just kind of stayed there.
What made you decide? Was this just a job opportunity that came across and you just stuck with it?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a lot of earning potential and moving up in that industry, so I just kind of stayed with it because I made a lot of contacts and was able to go different places and make good money.
Oh, okay. And what area in the you say U.S. food service? What area are you in, Rockey?
I was in a warehouse.
Okay.
So they distributed food to hotels, schools, restaurants. Yeah.
And y'all still, how y'all balance that though? Like how y'all be able to, excuse me, tongue tied. Do you have the flexibility to do that and still film?
Full-time filmmakers now.
Oh, you full-time? Okay. How did that transition go?
It went, because basically what happened was in 2019, our thought was we would quit our jobs and go into production full-time after our youngest graduated. And then COVID hit and everything shut down.
Right.
I was working from home and I just got complacent because again, I was making really good money in the mortgage industry. And it was like, okay, I don't know what's going to happen with everything opening back up. So I'll just keep doing what I'm doing. We'll make a movie here and there. But then I ended up getting let go from my job. And I was like, God saying, no, that's not what you're supposed to do. So I was kind of forced into it.
And I held on for like 2 years. I probably should have quit 2 years before that, but I was nervous.
Yes, yes.
Regular paycheck coming in, it's not bad. And I was doing tournaments, which wasn't bad. And finally in 2023, you know, God instilled in me, you need to move on. And I did, and it just got so much more busier after that.
Yeah, it just catapulted for y'all. And I am so happy for y'all. And I just want to make sure that I also just want to acknowledge, both of you individually as well as collectively. And, just, thanking you and for allowing me to be a smidgen a part of your journey right now. Just being able to just hear your stories and being able to hear about, your background and what led up to the place where you are in right now as successful filmmakers. So I just want to make sure before, I want to give you flowers that are due. I want to make sure I do that, because I think you're well deserved, especially being in a couple, being in the space where y'all are in is so not easy. It is so not easy. So God bless you on that. So I just want to make sure I acknowledge that too.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely. But I'm not done with y'all yet. I'm just wanted to just get that out the way. I ain't done with y'all yet, because I need to do a little bit of this or that with you guys.
Okay.
And she's from New York, so she got
exactly. Right?
Here they come, yo. Here they come.
All right, so this or that. So I'm going to be coming up with all kind of stuff, and you have to choose one or the other. You can't plead the fifth. You can't say both, one or the other. This or that, okay? And if it's a certain particular thing that I named that you're not familiar with, please let me know so I can change it. Because you have to be familiar with both things, okay? All right, so broccoli or Brussels sprouts?
broccoli.
Pasta or rice?
Rice.
Pasta.
Okay, you look like a pasta guy. Yeah, yeah, you do like all right, all right. So, Sharon Red or Sharon Brown? I'm gonna help you out with this. They're both singers. They're both singers back in the day. I'm a music lover, so I'm gonna let y'all know that most of it's gonna be music related. Okay. So, Sharon Brown is the one that sings, I specialize in love. You make me feel like new. I specialize in love. Let me work on you. And Sharon Red is sings, can you handle it? Can you handle it? Cause you ain't have nothing like it. Sharon Red?
Yeah.
Sharon Red.
I've heard that. I never heard the other one before.
Okay, let me change it then. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go a little bit forward.
Say Tupac or Biggie.
Well, which one? Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Okay, but I'm gonna go back to the song thing because I'm gonna go a little bit forward with you. All right. So, After Party by Coffee Brown or You Called and Told Me by Jeff Red.
Coffee Brown.
Coffee Brown.
Okay. Okay. So, Levert or the OJs?
OJs.
Oh, good. I love to stick them. I love to stick them.
Ooh, Levert.
Okay.
Come on with the OJs, man.
What's your favorite OJ song, Janaya?
They do Smile on Your Face. Is that them?
Wait, did you say? Yeah, you said Levert the group.
Yeah.
I thought you said Joe Levert.
No, Levert.
OJ. Oh, I'm sorry, OJ. You say the group, Joe Levert. But yeah.
Right.
OJ.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, OJs. Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite OJ song, Rockey?
Man, it's I just saw him in concert this year. My boy Eric with the OJs. He sings, he's with the one that died. He replaced him years ago.
You friends with him?
Yeah. But oh my gosh. No, it's not.
Is it slow? Is it slow song?
Yep.
You Are My Sunshine?
Huh?
Stairway to Heaven?
No, that's a good one. No. Come on, Rock.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna circle back if you can remember. It'll come to you. Oh, okay. So, Loose Ends or Shalimar?
Ooh, Shalimar. That's a hard one.
Shalimar.
Oh, okay. All righty. And yogurt or a pudding? Yogurt or pudding?
Pudding.
Pudding.
Oh, okay. That's the first. Okay. Yeah. Grape or red?
Red.
Red. Yeah.
We said red, some nice cold red. And for those in the audience that are born under a rock, red refers to, we talking about Kool-Aid, y'all. Kool-Aid, red could be strawberry, raspberry, or cherry, whatever. It's just red is red. But there's a couple that say grape, though. There's a couple of people that say grape. Quentin, I don't know if you're familiar with Quentin Sharp. He said grape.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, and also somebody else said grape. I think it was Denise Monet that said grape. Yeah, alrighty. And so okay, here go one. Lee Daniels or Tyler Perry?
Lee Daniels.
Tyler Perry.
Okay, and real quickly, why, Janaya? Why Lee Daniels?
I think that Lee Daniels is a better storyteller. I think Tyler Perry is I don't think his stories are substantive. I guess that's the word I would say. Okay,
Rockey, why Tyler Perry, Rockey?
Well, and I think just the opposite. Like, why did I get married? Daddy's Little Girl. Daddy's Girl. The jazz movie showed that he could do something different. It's a gimmick that he has right now, but for other stuff. But he's shown that he could do some deep rooted stuff.
Got okay, all right. Yeah, thank you for that perspective. And so, writing or directing?
Writing.
Directing.
Okay. Uno or spades?
Spades.
Spades.
Oh goodness. Oh, not are y'all one of those spades fighters?
Man.
Yeah.
Man.
Say yeah.
I play spades almost every day.
Oh really? Okay. All right. So Pac-Man or Mario Brothers?
Pac-Man. Wait, no. Mario Brothers. I spent months in childhood playing Super Mario Brothers.
Pac-Man.
Oh,
Mrs. Pac-Man.
Mrs. Pac. Yeah, yes, me too. Yes. I have a Miss Pac-Man shirt. I got. Yes. Yes. All right.
I got the shoes.
Shoes.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I got the Uno shoes. My bad.
Oh, there's shoes.
Nike. Yep. Nike Uno shoes.
Oh, okay. Oh, speaking of that, Jordans or Air Force Ones?
Guess Air Force One.
You see that?
Yeah, that's Jordan.
That's not R. Kelly. That's Jordan.
No, Jordan. Oh, I didn't know who that was. I didn't know who that was.
That's Jordan.
All right. What'd you say, Janaya? What'd you choose?
I said I would have to pick Air Force Ones, but I'm not a
classic. Yeah. One more. Malcolm X and Martin Luther King.
Malcolm X.
Martin Luther King.
Thank you so much for playing with me. That was fun. So I have two last questions before we wrap up here. And I love the answers that I received. So I'm looking forward to both of you. Now, Janaya, if you have 5 people at the City of table, dead or alive, who would they be and why? And I need the why for each person.
Okay, 5.
Yes, ma'am.
Jesus, because that is the light of my life, my Lord and Savior, the most important person in my life. Dead or alive. I would love to sit at a table with Tina Turner. I would love to talk to her because I admire her strength, and not just about the Ike stuff. It's just I would just want to just talk to her and learn the stuff that people didn't ask about. I would love to sit down and talk to Louis Farrakhan.
Okay.
I think that would be a great conversation. I would love to talk to Monique. I think that she is, like, I just love her strength. Like, the way that she came out and spoke out about things and the way that she handled herself. I would love to sit down and talk to her. And 5th person. Ooh, that's tough. Can't stop at 4, huh?
Nope.
5th person. I would love to sit down with Quentin Tarantino because I admire him as a director. Yeah, I would have questions about directing style for him.
Nice. Break up, Rocky. If you have five people.
I'm sitting up here thinking that, like,
okay. So let me so you have 5 people at the seat of your table, dead or alive. Who would they be and why? And I need the why for each person.
Well, of course, like she said, Jesus, because I have a lot of questions and answers, for him being the man of it all, the father of it all. I would love to sit down and talk to Jay-Z and Beyonce together as one.
So that's 2 and 3.
Jay-Z there. No,
you could have got off the hook.
I would love to talk to because I got a lot.
Oh, okay.
I would love to talk to Martin Luther King.
Okay, that's 4.
Yeah.
And why? I need the why. Give me the why for Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Jay-Z, because Jay-Z was raised different. Beyonce was raised a Christian, and the stuff that they gotten themselves into. I would love to just have a one-on-one if there was no cameras, no nothing, to get their perspectives on why they, why she allows him to do what he do, more than what he allows her to do. I would ask her why she gotten into that. They've kind of really backed off of it. That that devilish ways, and they're
Illuminati.
Yeah, the music business. He's a Mason.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's heavy into LeBron James is heavy into the Masons. That's why I think they're so tight. You said I already got 4 already.
Yeah, because you said not Farrakhan, that was Janaya. Martin Luther King. Yeah, why Martin Luther King?
Because I would like to know like the stuff that went on back then, and it might be even someone older than him, like a Harriet Tubman or something. I want to go back to the older days to see what the stuff they went through. You know what I'm saying? Like I like history like that, and and then probably for me would be Tupac. Yeah.
Why?
And why? Because he was raised like spiritually. I wish I had the 5th one because the other one would be Will Smith. But he could
be an honorable mention.
Right. Both of them together, spiritually, the way they were raised, and the stuff they saw, and what made them. Because Tupac told us he sold his soul at one point.
He did.
Yeah, and with Will Smith, he still ain't told us he sold his soul, but he's such a nice guy. But he sold his soul, and he still it's still to be determined. Pac got knocked off, so So that
All right, duly noted. And so, Janaya, who would get the big piece of chicken and why?
At this table?
Yep.
Probably Minister Louis Farrakhan, just out of respect. I think he would be the most respected person at the table.
Rockey, who would get the big piece of chicken and why?
Jesus.
Oh.
That's all right. That's all right.
I was sitting there like, wow. Okay.
I can't even remember.
You remember? That's all right. That's okay. We give you the
big piece of chicken. No. There's nothing against Muslims.
He forgives you.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right.
You about to go pray.
Yep.
Yeah. That's right. You're forgiven. You're forgiven.
was definitely a slip. But I was about to say, I don't know if you see me.
Because I remember.
I mean, that's still her choice. I mean, doesn't mean that she loves him any less.
Right.
You know.
I said the person most respect. I forgot that Jesus was at that table, so I have to take that.
Girl,
right. Okay, got you. No, I got you. I duly know. Yeah.
And you got on tape saying that.
I know you gonna have to edit that.
Yeah, that's all right. It's on record, right? Aw. Yeah. Yeah, but I thank you for that. Yeah, those are some good choices, some good choices. So this is a question that I take from the late great James Lipton from inside the actor studio. So Janaya Black. When you enter into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say?
Well done, my good and faithful servant.
I get that a lot. Yeah. All right. So Rockey Black, when you enter into the pearly gates, what would you want God to say?
That I made the right choices overall.
I think we all could say that you have. So yes. Well done to the both of you. I could confirm that. Yeah, thank you so much. And so before we exit stage left, I want to know what else you guys got coming up that you could talk about.
Just keep looking out for movies. We're constantly dropping new content right now. The One Next Door, please go support that. Egregious and Unconnected. Yes. Those are 3 newest releases. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of new stuff coming, so please follow us. Heart of a Woman. Yeah, Heart of a Woman. Yes, dropping them left and right. So please continue to follow us on our social media, Blacksmith Enterprises, that has all of our current projects and upcoming projects listed there so that you can stay in the loop. And we thank everybody for continuing to support us. We really do appreciate it.
Yes, and we appreciate you guys as well. And would you mind staying back for me after we end? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Real quick, yeah, but yeah, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Rockey and Janaya. Yeah, thank you so much, and God bless you both.
Thank you.
Yes, so Rockey and Janaya. Why I keep saying Janaya now all of a sudden? I was saying her name correctly all this time, and all of a sudden now, yeah. But powerhouse couple. You don't get many of those nowadays. You know, I mean, you had Ashford and Simpson. You have Kendrick the Family Soul, and you have, Monique and Sidney Hicks. So, if you want to, acknowledge them as, the powerhouse couple, but I think that they are, you have so many of couples who were able to endure and face whatever adversity that they have to, and just be able to maintain united front throughout this journey. So I'm so grateful that they took the time to come to my piece of platform to share with us their journey, to share with us their story as far as, them finding each other and being the soul ties that they are, and being able to navigate through marriage and the work-life balance and all those things. So please make sure you support them. I mean, they have some great movies out. Their work. I mean, I'm a fan of their work. I watch most of their movies. The ones that they mentioned as well as others. So make sure that you catch all their movies. You just type in their names, either one of their names, on the Tubi search bar, and they will all just come down for you. So just make sure that you enjoy their work, and all of their the links to their socials and to their website is going to be in the description box as well. And I just want to appreciate everyone that was able to join me on my live, those who's able to join me on the join the replay, those who are in the bushes. Just thank you so much for being supportive, and just I want you to do what my friend Tamara will say, and comment and share. Don't make you aware. Faith is the substance. Have a good one.